I'm Pastor Diana. Welcome to another daily devotion. When I was in college, my best friend Andrea took me to a horse auction. Now, I had never been to an auction, much less a horse auction, in my entire life. After all, I grew up in the suburbs of Jacksonville, Florida, while she grew up on a farm in upstate New York. So she introduced me to a lot of beauty about country life, including horses. At the auction, I was fascinated to watch her go around and look at each of the horses. She'd scratch their nose and pat their heads, but each time she knew what she was looking for, what job she needed to have done around her farm. And so she knew which horses she wanted to buy, even though she was comparing them. That taught me a lot about comparison. I don't know about you, but I play the comparison game sometimes. It's really easy to begin to compare myself to everyone else. Especially on Facebook and social media, it seems as if everyone else is doing a much better job at life than I am. I see people whose kids are on the perfect school schedule and are doing all their work. I see people who have their houses beautifully organized. I see people who are able to DIY everything. And I begin to think, am I doing enough? Am I good enough? Well, our scripture lesson today reminds us that we are each called to do the work that we are called to do in the best way we can, but not to compare ourselves to others. God calls each of us. We each have a purpose, some way that we are supposed to be serving God with our gifts. But if we get caught up in the comparison game, comparing ourselves to everyone else, then we aren't able to focus on that work that we are supposed to be doing. So I encourage you today, stop comparing yourself to other people and what they're doing. They're doing their work. Instead, do what you are called to do in the best way you can. May God be with you today, and may you know God's love so that you can live an unbridled faith.